Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the HES number 5104 Stackable Lip Extension. This is a lip extension. The term stackable means that you're going to take this and retrofit it onto an existing device. They show here kind of what it looks like, but we'll go over that image in a moment. So this is what the 5104 looks like. This is a 1.25 inch extension is what this is. So it's a little obtuse to look at this item and say, well, what in the world, what do you use it for? Well, when you see the strike installed on the frame and you realize that the latch bolt is hitting the trim work, brick mold, drive-it, casing, drywall, whatever it is, prematurely, then you realize you need a lip extension. So the trivia question is, do they make extended lip strike plates? They do, indirectly, but they do. And this would be an example of an extended lip strike. There will obviously be a preparation for the lip to go into the body of the strike, and this will, via these roll pins, fit into that. So they've got 1.25 inch on this. You'll take note that that's the dimension there, and this is specifically for their 5000 series. The overall height of that is about 3 5/16. Okay, this will be probably a powder coated, or maybe an anodized black aluminum would be my guess. Might be powder coated. I would think it's going to be anodized though when it's aluminum. Okay, that's what it's for. I think the thing to do is to switch to the screen view and let's show you a little better what this would look like. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. Here is the item that we are looking at. Let's first take a look at the photographs that we have of the actual item. Just showing different perspectives, and we'll show it in a moment what it looks like installed. Top view. Now you can kind of get the picture. Right on the back of the packaging it shows how that is put together. I can see that there's a little difference in their design. I've got 5 of them here for the client, and a couple of them are clearly different in their back design. I don't think it matters at all. For use with 5000 series electric strikes, combine lip options to meet the needs of any jam width. Stackable press fit extensions can only be removed by prying apart once the lip is installed. And the way that that's possible, that makes these stackable, is this concept. So this is the part that goes to the face. If you needed more, you're going to stick it right in here, extend that out further. That's how that's going to work. Some information down below. Let's take a look at it. Extended description information. This is 1.25 inch. They make other sizes. We'll look at that in a moment. This talks about the strike itself, as does this. A capable strike. It's for, I believe it's for cylindrical lock applications, and we'll take a look at the catalog page here. Let's do so now. 5000 series electric strike, yeah, cylindrical locks. And what that really means is not only a depth of the keeper is typically for cylindrical locks, but not always. But the general shape of the cutout in the faceplate as well. Very common for what you would see in an aluminum storefront. Maybe radiused corners for aluminum storefront. Okay, so this document talks specifically about the strike itself, that these extensions are going to work together. But they do talk about 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1.25 inch. And again, you can stack them together. A typical extension, sure, 1/2 inch is going to be very typical. Getting to 1 inch, sure, why not? And then using a combination of all of these together, you can hit, 1/2 inch, obviously 1.25 inch, 1.5 inch, 2 inch and 3/4, 2 inch, 2.25, 2.5, and so on. So based on these, you should be able to get everything in 1/4 inch increments after 1 inch. You get 1/4 inch increments. Now, shows where you would place that, how to configure the strike itself, and then the different faceplate options that would work with the 5000. Cylindrical locks, aluminum storefront where you're going to have the radiused corners, a larger faceplate, same body, just a larger faceplate. If you're replacing something, these sizes might be compatible with what you're replacing, even something larger. Okay, and there you go. Now, why would you need an extended lip? Let's talk about that just briefly. So let's say that you have a frame, just a frame, a hollow metal frame, let's say, aluminum frame, whatever the case might be. Your door is going to swing out. No problem here with just a standard length strike lip. I mean, really, no problem at all. I do want to back up. I said that up to 5/8 latch throw it will work with, and that is almost okay all the time. You can do cylindrical locks with a 3/4 inch latch throw. This is not going to work for that, the 5000 strike. It may work intermittently, but you can count on it not working all of the time predictably. There's too much latch engaged in the depth of that keeper for what it's capable of handling. Where would you use a 3/4 inch length bolt throw in a cylindrical lock? Pairs of 3-hour hollow metal doors. It's very likely the label on the door is going to say 3/4 inch min for minimum latch throw. I'm doing a job right now for a client who has grade 1 lever passage, 16 gauge doors, aluminum continuous geared, 3-hour, and yeah, for sure we're doing 3/4 inch latch throws on those grade 1 Yale locks. A sister company of Hess, by the way, HES. Okay, so no problem with standard material here. Not a problem at all. Well, what'll sometimes happen is if it's a drive-it building, they'll then bring all that drive-it over the precast like this. Now as your door closes, that latch bolt is hitting out here. So it looks awful. The latch bolt is hitting out here before it gets down to the closed position. Okay? Whatever has caused this to be done is what's occurred. Or you'll have an extremely thick wall. Okay? And then they've added something out here, like a jam extension. And they would have a jam extension because they want to run something long out here, like before. So that would be an instance where you would need a strike lip extension. If you have a condition like this, you might need to also consider a raised barrel hinge or a wide throw hinge. You know, if you had a situation like that, let's do this. You have a standard hinge. Okay, that door opens this way. Well, what happens if they want to run something like that? Well, now you have a problem. So a raised barrel hinge is one where the leaves are literally bent like this. This is very exaggerated naturally, but it takes that vertical axis of pivoting and moves it, this portion right here, so that you can then safely bring that wall condition because you've moved your pivot point out further away. So that could be something that goes with needing an extended lip. There's a link below this video as seen here to the manufacturer's page. From here you can pull up not only all of the HES products that we sell by means of this horizontal navigation as seen here, but also a link to the manufacturer's website as well as a link to the full product catalog. Prior versions of the product catalog are here as well. I would certainly recommend that you review this product catalog. They are owned by Assa Abloy, and her sister companies directly related to Hess would be, of course, Folger Atom, Securitron, Adams Wright. Then you get into the Yale, Sargent, Corbin Russwin, Norton, Rockwood, Pemco, countless other companies that are owned by this multinational, multi-billion-dollar corporation. I can tell you that HES has a pretty deep penetration into the market. I think they've been around for just over 30 years. I remember when I first heard about them, and it was about the 1006 strike. And what was really cool about that was when you're doing a mortise lock and an electric strike, you would need to relocate the center line of the strike in the jam. That is a pain to do that. So you'd stock blank jams and then have to prep strikes at weird locations for the electric strike. Well, along comes HES with this adaptable convertible faceplate configuration. One strike body with all these different faceplates allow you to really do lots of different applications. Mortise locks with deadbolts, they can do that as well. And that was really an exciting idea at that time, even for a unit lock. When's the last time you saw a unit or a mono lock? If you weren't working professionally in the 1950s, you may have never have seen one. They're still made. Very heavy duty, very expensive. Lots of faceplate options, as you can see. The KM is a pretty common faceplate option. We probably have scrolled past it by now. Nope, maybe not. I think Schlage is a typical Schlage. If you're doing an L9080, that would work out just great. And obviously just follow the compatibility chart here. I personally don't use the 1006. I just use the strike as it's meant to be without having to have this big giant keeper. I think it's a bit unsightly, but that's my opinion, of which I know I'm in the minority position on that. But nonetheless, there it is. On and on and on. What I do certainly like about and appreciate about HES, I will tell you about right now. If you are enjoying this video, please click thumbs up or like, and also please consider subscribing to our channel. Let's move on to the rest of the video. I would be the customer service and tech support, especially tech support, whether I'm contacting Securitron or HES or Folger Atom or Adams Wright. I think they're all the same people. Just really, they're responsive. I believe that there are different strata of tech support people, and there are times when I've gotten, very rarely I get emails from a particular individual, and those communications are always correlating with something that's a more involved or a more technically advanced request for technical support. But for years, since day one, they respond. 100% of the time you send them an email, you guarantee a response, because they never not respond. They're really great in that regard. To all of those people in tech support, I say thank you very much for that, because all we're trying to do is just get answers for folks. Any questions on the HES 5104 in an 1.25" dimension or any other HES product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.